young world. Hey, young world. Whoop, whoop, shout. It's Lydia. Welcome. Whoop, whoop. Welcome to the Whoop, whoop show. Whoop, whoop. How about the winter crowd? Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Welcome to the Whoop, whoop show. Hey, young world.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, welcome back again to the Woop Woop Show, a live talk show with who? Bestyet Journey, myself, Lydia Paz. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so here, I want to welcome Miss Native Cherokee 70. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. G Mama, welcome. TT, welcome. Aunt Tia, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here today. Um, let's start off with my prayer. Here we go. Be strong and encouraged. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord our God is with us wherever we go. Amen. So, you guys, I'm so excited today. Y'all see, I'm on something like on time. I'm something like on time today. I'm something like on time. Yeah, I'm ready. So, if you haven't had a chance to like this service or like the whole likability thing and shared it out, this is your time to go ahead and do that now. If this is your first time here and you wonder why she ain't talking to us, that's because when I have my guests on, it's about me and them. We're getting to know who they are. So that's why I do that. And we'll come in the audience later and we'll acknowledge people as we see fit. All right, so just to let the new people know, I know y'all old people already know, but the new people, they got to know, but they might not come back. They're like, Lord, she ain't speak to me. I ain't never going back. I love each and every one of y'all, so don't think like that. All right, so here we go. If you haven't been following me since the pandemic, I will say, and I started this Woop show, these are the people I've had on the show so far. Here we go.
TT's Urban Pantry, The Sweet Spot, Love Ladies Garden Projects and more, Lady Cheryl's Organic Food, Forest and Products, Eco Neighbor, Container Crops, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden, Bolt's Backyard Garden, Broke Farmer, Chain Breakers Garden, The Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick, Growing with Donnie, Angela's Busy Bee Garden and Homestead, Andale Homestead, Diva Jones 03, Gardening and Cocktails with Joy, Ernie Hatmaker, Angel Loves Garden, Hands in the Dirt, Indiana Backyard Gardener, Lion's Crest Outdoor Gardening, Veggie Farm Garden, Living Miracle Homestead, and Stinky's Puddle Ranch.
Don't Naya do an amazing job saying everyone's name? I can't wait to get her to say the next 8 people's name and add it on to the roster. It's been a wonderful journey, you guys. And again, I want to thank Roro, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Sweet Spot. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Who else I have in the house? Just everyone welcome. But see, the guests I have that I'm bringing on now, let me give you a brief on how I feel. I feel like I got a little favoritism because they're from the 757. I'm just saying. Now, we do clash with the football teams a little bit, but I'm going to let them slide on that part. But when you're talking about creativity, they have it. When you talk about health and wellness, they have it. And when you talk about entertainment, they have it. And it's no other than LaQuita. Sorry, man come first. Corey and LaQuita, blind guy and his wife. And here they go today. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Woo woo!
Whoop, whoop.
Two up, two down. VA in the house.
I told him I might be a little favoritism. I don't know how I look at this thing. Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you so much, LaQuita. Corey ain't hesitating. Corey was like, yeah, we'll do it for you. I said, well, I just really want LaQuita. But she ain't doing nothing by herself.
I know. You know, we come as a package. You
Okay,
can't.
well, since you said that,
No, I need you. I need you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, we come as a package, and we've been that way for the past 30 years. So if you get one, you pretty much getting the other one. Stop looking sad, Corey.
You know, when they say, that you took it for the rib and created woman, he created the best soulmate for you, Corey. And Quita, I'm gonna beat you up because you're the queen. Happy belated Mother's Day. Or happy Mother's Day because it's a day on earth is a great day. So happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank
And
you. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. And I do want to say really quick that someone I think it was the sweet spot, she said, turn your mic up. So
what you thinking now? Oh, let's do that thing and there we doing. Give me a one if I sound okay. I'm what Andy said. Give me a one if I sound okay. Let me try to turn the mic up. That's all I can do. I know when I was on my other channel, I had some muffle or something. So what are we thinking, you guys? Welcome, Miss Shirley. 30 years. Y'all been together 30 years of marriage?
no, we
so
actually
30
been 30
years.
years together. We started dating when we were in our junior year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been married for going on 22 long, hard, prison-like, arduous, sledgehammer and ball and chain years. Come May 14th, to be 22 years.
You see how he's doing?
I mean, let him go ahead and get his little comic side on. What he gonna do? We know it. We know ball and chain. We know all those terms. We're gonna go ahead and let him have it.
Exactly.
No, but yeah,
To be able to be a couple, it does take work to be together because if you look at the longevity of marriage and of being in a relationship, it ain't all what they call shits and giggles. It ain't all that. But when you find a way to make it work, it just works, and I
Mm-hmm.
love the way you two come together on this platform and you bring so much uniqueness. And see, a lot of people may not know. Somebody already through 30 years because we've been paying attention. I've been looking at old videos for as long as I can remember to just see like, oh, if they're from the 757 and I'm really interested in them, I don't just start watching you right there. I like go back to the first videos 2 years ago and see what was going on. And daggone, when you go back that far, honey, you will see Corey driving a car. You know it again. This got to be a lie. This man is driving. How is he driving this car? Okay, you got it on the you got it on the YouTube tweet.
Right. It's already out there.
Did you, Corey? Did you drive before losing your sight?
yeah, I didn't lose my sight until I was 19 years old, and that was due to optic nerve damage that was caused by a condition that caused inflammation all over my nervous system. But it really manifested itself on my optic nerve, so it cut my eyesight off. But prior to that, yeah, I was captain of the football team. I had my own car. I was doing the thing, as they say, I was doing the damn thing, as far as life was concerned. And I was in the middle of doing my
Radiology.
radiology
Mm-hmm.
program. I was just about finished. And then this came out of the blue. And then, I had to really readapt and readjust to life, but I had LaQuita there with me the whole way, pushing, pulling, turning, cracking that whip, but
So
just reminding me that, hey, you still got this. So
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You did. I love the way you educated yourself. I love the way you do it. It is a little scary to see you do some things, but you know, that's the way we be brought up. We get brought up by this one-sided thing that certain people with certain skills can only do certain things. Let's say
right.
if you were deaf, we would think, oh, okay, if a deaf person deaf, all we need to do is sign and yell. That's not true. That's what the TV showed us. That
Yeah.
is not true. But until you gain a personal relationship with somebody with any of the handicap, if they are really that, because I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? So that's where we say for check purposes, oh, okay, we disabled. You know what I mean? You need your status so that you can get certain accommodations. Great. Okay, we disabled on that end. The rest of it, no, because they're the only way that we would have been able to afford all the software like Corey uses a talking computer or a talking calculator, so that he can do things, right? Because Corey writes scripts. He's writing one now actually for a project that we're doing. We landed a huge contract, so that's really exciting. But he writes scripts. He also writes play scripts. Now the script that we landed for the contract is videography work. He's written training scripts before, so that you know how when you're at work, for those of y'all that are in the corporate world and you got to watch those boring training films. So yeah, so Corey's written those before, training films for the adults.
but mine aren't boring though.
Yeah, of course not. It's your script, so of course not. But the talking software that he has to use, it costs money. These things are expensive to maintain the programs, also to get them upgraded every now and then. So with Corey not being able to see, you know, we just say we're differently able, or he's differently able, but all of us are differently able, right? We all
All
do
of us are. I got some stuff over here I can't do.
things.
Nah, Lydia just straight handicapped because she a Cowboy fan.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness! What about those new names? That new name y'all got?
Mm,
Commanding who?
mm,
The command.
Commanding to sit down and turn around and wrist around and all of that.
right, right.
Yeah.
Don't you side with me, please.
Look, I'm neutral. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm neutral. I got history with Corey. 30 years together, 22 years married.
And I can't. I'm not even mad at you, Lydia, because I said every time I hear that name, I think it's a
What
5-year-old
happened?
soccer team about to come on.
Yeah.
They mustn't do it. But you're neutral because you have a team too.
No, she just don't like football.
Well, you know what? I'm neutral, not just that because I don't like football. So, of course, you just keep the family happy. And so, since I'm not into football, I can just go along with what he says. But also, I'm a lady, you're a lady, team woman. We got to stick together. So, I'm on your side too.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we gonna be going against you the whole time, clanking, clank, clank, clank.
Right.
So, we got so much to talk about. Do you want to get right into creating, and then we can go into something else? Because you've given us the pleasure to tell us about why it's important to put vegetables in your diet. And I know you went on this health journey. The reason why y'all changed your health. Talk about that health part of your life. And this, I guess the scare, was it a scare?
Yeah, hold on a second, Corey, because I just want to make sure we get the timeline right. Because I do have my apron on because I'm about to make this ranch dressing out of tofu. So I'm gonna show y'all that tonight. I got a live demo set up and everything. But we can talk about kind of why we started, because I always was cooking, always in the kitchen, but we can talk first about why we started making these changes. So you want to start, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, part of our life has always been, as first of all, our parent company is Oxen Pine Edutainment Incorporated, and with that, we do a lot of traveling, a lot of especially pre 2020, we were all up and down the road, we call the Mid Atlantic region, touring, making presentations at professional development conferences, at staff trainings, libraries, museums, festivals, wherever we always got a call to go. We went as far as growing up to perform with the orchestra, and to present there as well. But the main thing with that is a lot of travel also leads to a lot of poor eating habits that exacerbated the poor eating habits that I had learned or had inherited from childhood. So I developed type 2 diabetes. And
Mm.
so never was managing it well, just like, oh, okay, I'll try to lose weight. I exercise a little bit more here and there. But of course, fall off the wagon and ba-bum, ba-dum.
Mm.
When we,
We got to do our own sound effects. We won't get copyright. Go
when
ahead.
we got into the into 2020, everybody knows what happened in 2020 with the shutdown. That slowed us down tremendously, and it gave LaQuita time to expand the knowledge that she already had, because she was already looking at ways to improve the health of the family. Because I was notorious for sinus infections, and she got the family off of dairy products. We started drinking almond milk instead of cow's milk,
Well,
and
really, I started learning the nutritional information. Like, I've
mhm.
been a nurse for a long time, 25 years over that, but learning
Wait
like,
a minute,
wow.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I just got new information.
Mm.
You said nurse?
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? G Mama Grows knows something about this because when she came onto our show and she was talking about being in the military, her medical experience, and she said, I came out of there with my LPN license. I said, oh, I've been an LPN forever. And, I would take care of skilled patients. Now, she probably has a lot more experience because in the military, they get you to do everything. But I would have, personally, for me, a lot of my patients were ventilator patients, but I've worked in surgery, right here in Norfolk General Hospital. I've worked in doctor's offices, long-term care, but a lot of my time was spent skilled care working with children and adults who were on ventilators, had feeding tubes or muscle issues, Duchenne's, and just different things. Right? They had long-term chronic illnesses, and a lot of them though were birth injuries. So I was used to treating people, managing whatever they were born with, or maybe they had sustained behind an accident, men who had fallen, or had a pool accident or something. Whereas we never discussed food. And a lot of those clients, they were on tube feeding.
Raw. Raw.
Yeah, yes, yep. And so but the tube feeding is a certain formula, but basically it's like a broth, but we had no real say in what they were getting. It was already came from a factory somewhere, and nutrition was never part of, my nursing training. So yes, G Mama nurses rock. I'm with you. Yes, we do.
Well,
Oh,
you
Corey,
know,
wait. I'm
I love
sorry, Lydia.
nurses. I
I
love
have
nurses.
I have to tell Corey that AJ's road tripping is here.
AJ,
he he
AJ.
he is one of our favorites. But anyways, he's on the road. He is a nomad, living in a camper, all that good. That's another. We got to have that conversation later, best yet, Johnny, because I know
Okay.
that's near and dear to your heart. So yes.
But long story short, like I said, LaQuita took all that background information she had as far as being a nurse and actually seeing some of her patients taking control of the situation. I like your
Mhm.
one patient, she would actually have you make juice or
Yeah.
make different foods for her son, guys using the blender or the juicer or the whatever food
The
processor.
mom, okay, so the mom was she was doing her doctorate, and when she had her daughter was born with birth injuries. And so she had to formulate things so her daughter wouldn't just get whatever broth was coming from the factory. So she was like, okay, she had recipes for us. And I had another mom, even though her son was on that same tube feeding, she would have us juice fresh fruit like carrots, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, carrots, apples. And there was a whole system we would have to go through filtering and all of this stuff. He would get juice on certain days and this on certain days. And so I had little glimpses into, what
Schedule.
say that again.
A schedule. What a schedule eating schedule looks like. A healthy schedule.
A
You
healthy
have a healthy
mhm,
schedule.
a healthy schedule where people were actually taking charge. And so, oh, Miss Shirley OG Gardner. Okay, I ain't gonna talk to your chat. Okay, but hey, Miss Shirley OG Gardner. Okay, I see you.
That she what is what you had to chat from yourself?
No, because you know why? Because I'm always typing back and forth. So I'll type to the chat and I'll let Corey talk. And also I will say that's a part of it because Corey cannot see. A lot of times I keep him,
Communicating with him.
yeah, I keep him up to date. So that's another reason why pay everything some attention. Now, I will let you know that Gail at Night says that she doesn't think your mic is on. So I don't know if everyone can hear you okay. And I don't know how we sound, but you might want to ask them for another sound check.
Microphone check. Microphone checker.
Why is she dancing over there?
I ain't even said no words. I'm trying to get a freestyle in my head. So the mic, first of all, this is a prop. This is no service. This is just a prop. It's only the laptop. So can you hear me? In my future Woot Woot shows, I would love to have a microphone system because this is the problem I'm running into. I go get a new camera. I'm like, oh, okay, the camera okay. But now I can't. My sound terrible. So that's what I'm working on. So what she said that we hear, light sounds good, but Bestyet doesn't seems a little awful. Let me put my feet flat. Testing. 1, 2, and 3.
That's better.
Well, I don't know what they can hear. You might want to see.
This is scoot up a little bit more. You was about to say.
So yeah, I think the last thing we were talking about was the healthy schedule, and like I said, LaQuita, she just basically took charge of the family's nutrition, and it wasn't always just eating vegan. She always included a lot of fruits and vegetables and whole grains in our meals, even when we were eating meat. But she would make changes like she shifted to organic grass-fed beef or free-range chicken. But even like I said, in 2020. Her knowledge expanded as she was, had time and to look at the different research from different people, different resources, like the Barnard Clinic up in DC, where my doctor, Dr. James Loomis, he's been in the movie Game Changers. He actually, they actually would prefer to use nutrition as your medicine, and to get you off the medication, as opposed to having you, be on insulin or metformin, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's funny that you said that because some doctors want to keep making their pharmaceuticals rich. But go ahead, it's crazy.
It is.
Did that.
It is. It's really a big business. Like poor nutrition and poor health equals big money because of the pharmaceutical industry, and the thing.
Hold on a second. I don't know if y'all can hear the ice cream truck. Just when we talk about Whole Foods, here come the ice cream truck.
Hey, if you ain't got no ice cream truck and you come to the neighborhood, you ain't living.
And I will say, speaking of the ice cream truck, we would chase the ice cream truck because we have three daughters, right? So they would go out, oh, mommy, the ice cream truck. And we still go out to the ice cream truck. But there are non-dairy items at the ice cream truck. So we can still enjoy those things. Not that they're good for us because, it's a lot of sugar and all the stuff, food coloring, things that we try to avoid. But, we just look at what can we do for our best self. And that's how we kind of went into whole food plant-based. I was always looking for, okay, what's better? Okay, organic is better. Grass-fed meat is better. Free-range eggs are better. So I was doing all of those things, but I had never heard that our symptoms, our chronic illnesses could be reversed until I had this time to sit down and slow down during the lockdown. And that's when I found out the whole food plant-based lifestyle, or plant-powered, different people call it different things, where you basically focus on things that grow out of the ground, things that don't have a face or didn't have a mom, because those are the things that heal us. And I was like, wow. And then I thought back, I had a couple of patients, whereas one lady in particular, right before the pandemic, I was working with a nursing agency, and this lady had multiple sclerosis. I don't know if y'all remember The Facts of Life, the one girl that had multiple sclerosis, and she
talked with a slur.
Yes. And she kind of moved in jerky movements and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So with her, that's what this lady had. But this lady looked fine. And I was like, oh, what are you doing to manage it? She said, just my food. And this was before I had gone plant-based. This was early 2020. But I'm looking at her like, okay, I've seen other clients with the agency that also are looking like the girl on the Facts of Life. Hate to date myself, and but y'all know the Facts of Life. Y'all old like me, so
Take the good, you take
Hey,
the
let's
bad.
stop saying that. No.
well, wait a minute, shoot, Facts of Life. We can talk about the Facts of Life because they did like a little read thing, a little musical thing
Oh,
last year where they had all the older women and did skits. It's just like one skit to another. I'm gonna have to find it on YouTube and send it to you. It was good. It was very good. I
that's
really
it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
That's,
don't you could date yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah,
but basically that's how it got started. Like I said, and when LaQuita started to do the research, and we started trying different things, and it really hit home for me because at one point in time when I was starting out with the Barnard Clinic, I had to get my blood pressure done, and my blood pressure was 200 over 110.
it was crazy because the nurse was so scared. She was like,
You need to go to the
"We
emergency
need to."
room.
Yeah, they were trying to send him to the emergency room. And we were like, well, we're going to try something different. Let's talk to the doctor first.
So Dr. Loomis actually put me on blood pressure medication, and he said
Hmm.
if you can get down to a range where you consistently low 130s over mid 70s, he said you can come off the medication, and just by going all in for the whole food plant based, plant strong, or whatever you want to call it,
Plant
lifestyle,
powered.
plant powered.
Yeah, I've heard so many things.
After going all in with that, then within 2.5 weeks, I was back off the blood pressure medication and haven't looked back.
Have not looked back. Have
Wait a minute. Wait. Did you just say 2 weeks?
2.5 weeks.
wait. No, we said the unthinkable. First of all, people that I know are so afraid to come off of their blood pressure medicine. I've had friends to tell me, and this was before we knew about plant-based or anything, right? Plant powered or whatever. They were like, I can't come off my blood pressure medicine. The doctor said I'm going to be there forever. So not only did we do the impossible, get off of the blood pressure medication, but yeah, it was like 2.5 weeks. We're gonna say 2.5 because we had to go back to the doctor, uh, take
And
another visit.
monitor it for a while.
Right.
Right. So it might have been sooner, but what we're
Yeah.
saying is it happened really
Yeah,
quickly
we
that he can.
started noticing the differences right around that 7, 8 day mark because I had my own blood pressure machine, and I was like, nah, I think this thing is just lying or
We thought it
something.
was broken. We had just bought it. It was
Right.
new. And we were like, well, these electronic ones don't work as well. Maybe I need to go to my OG one.
And so then I kept going, kept taking it, and then the readings kept coming back consistently lower. And
Yep.
when gave the readings to my doctor, he said, so the medicine is working, huh? I said, well, you want the truth or you want to lie? And he said, well, give me the truth. And I said, well, I stopped taking them about 5 days ago when I noticed my blood pressure was staying low. He said, and it's been staying that way ever since. I said, yeah, for the last week and a half. He said, okay. He said, well, let's do this. Let's take you off the blood pressure medication and keep it going.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that. So
So that's amazing to me and to hear that. And when you know better, you really will do that better. I can try to go off 5 days if I want to. My head gonna bust wide open. I'm talking about I'm unrecognizable. I've not took my medication before, and
Right.
I've been sick before. I mean, to the point where I had to go to hospital. Like I didn't know if I was checking in or out. I didn't know what was going on. It's just the swimming of the head is so god awful, and anybody who deal with high blood pressure knows it. And
Hmm.
so I controlled my weight some. I did the 30 day vegan challenge. I do the raw 5 days, but it's not enough. It's not consistent. It's not enough, and I have to do better. But thank you. What about the weight loss? Did you lose any weight?
Yeah, so
yeah.
I do want to definitely say what Gail at Night is saying. I know we're not reading the chat, but we do want to say that this is for informational purposes only, y'all. None of this is medical advice.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That we want to. We're talking about what you experienced, your lesson, what you learned, what y'all learning, and why y'all are. Do you think you will ever go back and eat a steak again?
I can't say I won't never go back because I don't know what situations I might find myself in. When I say that, I'm saying like, if I'm out and I'm starved out and that's all that's around, then yeah, I might have to try to eat that piece of meat and then hurry up and get to the next point where I can find some fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. But as far as for health purposes, nah. Like I said, I got enough bad habits as it is, like eating too much peanut butter and getting on. I love Starburst candy and I've binged on sodas, which is why my diabetes stays elevated and stays out of whack. But like I said, those are some bad habits I'm working hard to break so that I can have a similar success story to the blood pressure story. But
And
yes,
I'll say that for me, because I'm constantly doing research. So we watch, both of us, Corey and myself, we watch the current science, the current medical science. And so watching Dr. Michael Greger, he gives all the latest reports, right? We watch Dr. Milton Mills, Dr. Baxter Montgomery. Now, if Dr. Baxter Montgomery, he's a cardiologist out in Houston, Texas. He has a facility there where he has brought people back from hospice. He has brought people back from
end stage heart
end
disease.
stage. What did my mom have? Congestive heart failure. You know, where they were like, okay, this,
They were in wheelchairs and then they're up walking and running.
yeah. And so, I mean, just listening to, and currently he has a full-fledged working facility there in Houston. It's a medical center where they treat people, and he's doing, and this is a brother, right? So I'm looking at it like, I have no bias against anyone or towards anyone because I'm looking at the numbers. If this is what the medical science says, this is what it says, whether it's Dr. Neil Barnard, who might not look like me, whether it's Dr. Milton Mills, who might look more like me, or Dr. Baxter Montgomery. If all of them have the same science, I'm like, well, I think I'm gonna just make this work because I have some
Yeah.
delicious recipes
If you look
that
like,
have not failed me.
if you Lydia, just be honest. If she looks like Mr. Dr. Milton Mills, please let me know.
What do you mean? If I look like Dr.
I
Milton?
don't even know who Dr. Milton Mills is. I'm about to
He's
tell Queen to send me them videos
well,
because
he's a
I
mister,
can benefit from them.
but he's a man.
Oh
Anyways,
no, she don't look like that car. Don't abandon the ship. Don't abandon the ship.
Okay, I stay on the ship
She
there.
got nice cheekbones. Her face slender than mine, but our cheekbones about the
Will you
same.
hear that, Queen?
thank you. Well, you know
Check
what?
the
Wait,
Adam's
wait,
apple.
wait, 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 wait. So let me say this. Let me say this because you about to mess up my puff. Anyway, let me say this. I will say that for the food, this is the thing. I don't think I'm going back. Like Corey said, if I'm in a dire situation, kind of like, remember that movie where the airplane crashed and all the soccer players had to eat each other?
Alive,
Yeah,
yeah.
whoever was there,
Oh
they ate
yeah, the frozen body. They was sawing off the booty cheek.
Yeah.
right,
I don't know about
right.
that one. I think I was trying to eat snow the whole time.
I know, because, yeah. Anyways, so this is where one thing,
Cutting off the booty.
I know, right?
Hey,
Absolutely.
just don't tell Corey what piece of the meat it is. But go ahead.
Exactly.
Well, I seen the movie, so
No, she said.
Oh, okay, so you remember that part.
hmm So this is where, for us, we found that looking at this research, we said, okay, if eggs are an allergen, let those go. That was easier than we thought. We thought we would miss eggs. We
yeah,
don't.
I know I did because I could sit there and eat 3 or 4 boiled eggs in a sitting, and don't let it be deviled eggs. But when I heard, it's a documentary called "What the Health," and they were saying that one egg is equivalent to eating one egg is equivalent to smoking 4 cigarettes. I was like,
What?
man, I've eaten a whole pack of cigarettes in at one
And
Thanksgiving dinner
and
or
I was
one
thinking I could have
party.
been smoking all this time then instead of
Oh no, I might not need to see that because if they say anything about my eggs, baby, I got a problem.
right. That's what everybody says,
But
right?
you know what
So
though? Our thing on our channel, with Blind Guys Walk Their Life,
mhm.
we don't say we have this saying. We say we're not vigilantes or fruit hoodlums or the plate
Right.
popo. We say, okay, you're gonna have your eggs, just make yourself a Southwest omelet, add some salsa, add some spinach,
No, this is what we say.
have
Fruits
fruits and
and
vegetables
vegetables
at
at
every
every
meal.
meal. That's all you got to remember. Fruits
You
and
know, my
vegetables.
doctor just told me that. She said she want me to have greens at every meal that I eat, and she told me I was starving myself. Actually, she said I'm doing too much intermittent fasting, so the weight is doing what it want to do. So she wants me to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and put greens with it. So I just would hear you guys. I could just hear you. Could say, "What fruit did you eat today? What green did you eat today?"
I'm
Just
telling
hear
you.
it. I just hear you, and the information that you get giving, it's been given before, but it hits different when you're talking to the person. Like Corey told me to, I talked to Corey first, so he gave me the coffee recipe. I ain't drunk my coffee no other way. All I do is
Oh,
I just make the coffee cream and turmeric. Coffee cream and turmeric. Coffee. That's the only way I can drink it now. And when I came back from Jamaica, I was at my sister's house and she had liquid turmeric. And
Mm.
I drank, yeah, she had it and she had herbs in liquid form. I bet she paid a grip on and stuff. But I
Mhm.
had coffee there, and that was probably March, March 20 something.
Mhm.
And after I came off that from there, I wasn't able to drink coffee anymore. Now, this is what my body does in the fall. I can't drink, I get nauseated when I drink coffee. So I love coffee, but in the fall time, some with that pumpkin spice and autumn, the air, I can't drink it. And now that's what I'm going through. I haven't had coffee, and now I haven't had coffee the whole month of May. So, and I didn't have coffee in April. So I haven't had coffee in over 30 days. And I keep trying and I keep getting sick. So
You
like,
know
I don't
what?
know why I'm getting sick.
If you the type of person like that likes to do the flavored creamers and things like that, that happened to me when I because for a long time in 2020 I wasn't going to my I'm a museum educator, and
The museum was
the museum
closed.
was closed, and so when I went back, I was finally able to go back to work. Coffee was there, and I went to the refrigerator and got the creamer. Thinking, oh, it's non-dairy creamer, but it's flavored. Man, I look like Jesse Owens and Carl Lewis all rolled into one trying to get upstairs to the bathroom. And even though it's non-dairy, it's just something about the artificial creamer that can get you.
Mhm.
Sugar
So when
and
I
all
went
that.
to use kept using almond milk and getting it, and we put replaced it with almond milk creamer, then I didn't have that problem with the coffee at work.
Yeah.
Mm.
It
My,
might be the flavoring is what Corey's saying, because a lot of things it's not necessarily the food. It might be the colors, because we
Hmm.
stopped eating colors, as many we tried to minimize them as much as we could even before we were plant-based, like food coloring, red lake number, whatever. When you look at the back of a package of M&Ms or Smarties, yellow lake
Or
number,
smoked salmon,
smoked salmon, those colors are in there. Yeah, that's true. And so it might be the coloring, and it also might be the
artificial.
artificial and natural flavors, because even natural flavors are artificial at times. They can call it natural, but the codes change and they can do things that aren't permissible or didn't used to be permissible. Now it's permissible. So it's interesting, but that's where on our channel we don't tell people all the specifics to do. We just tell them add fruits and vegetables to every meal. If you can't eat
right,
tomatoes, well, there's 2,000 other vegetables out here. There's 2,000 other fruits. Add that one. Add that two.
right.
Get you a mixed medley of whatever you can eat, and eat the variety, because that's the whole point. If you want to keep your health, your business, and your wealth popping, because that's what our channel is about: health, business, and wealth.
Yeah.
Work on your health first, and that way your business can grow, and hey, you can enjoy your wealth. I mean, from a healthy standpoint, you don't have to be limping around or falling down at the end of the day like, "Woo, I'm overdone," from all my
Gotta
exertion.
take a nap. Gotta be taking a nap and stuff. I'm like, why am I sleeping, Lord? Just get some more energy in me. What about y'all water intake?
I've always been my dad instilled that in me. Like we started our morning out, and it was more of a copycat thing. Is being a boy looking up to my father. He
Hmm.
would always guzzle water in the morning, so I just kind of got into the habit of doing it. But when I started playing sports, I really got into a bigger habit of drinking water because it took one time for me to get dehydrated to realize how that's not a good feeling. And so I made sure I always drank water. But then someone gave me a good formula. They said, take your body weight, divide it in half, and then that's how many ounces of water you should drink a day. So I try to get a gallon of water in every day. And it works. That's not just for
And I don't
for
drink as much water. I've always eaten a lot of vegetables, and vegetables do have a lot of water in them. So,
and that's me. I'm a fruit person, so I love to
yep,
eat
and
fruit.
Corey eats
I
fruit.
eat a lot of oranges, apples, and I can just tear through some fruit like that. And I know I will say this: when you increase your water intake, I know I stayed consistent with that water intake for a long time. I just remember 2 years in a row, I didn't catch a cold at all, and
Yeah,
Mm,
it's because I increased my water intake and kept my body
it
clean.
makes a difference. Yeah.
flushing, yeah. I definitely am gonna be doing that. And G Mama, if you can put the coffee link for them down and any other links that they have over at their channel, I appreciate you. Thank you.
What do
So
you mean for food?
No, you got links at your channel that where people can sponsor you or anything. I just want them to
Oh,
be
thank you.
welcome
Thank you.
as well.
All I gotta do for G Mama, hold
I
on.
appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, that my coffee cup is green.
Click the green coffee cup so she can say,
What you doing?
and I'll say, girl, you know what I'm fitting to do. I'm fitting to stir it like coffee. My bedazzled thongs on.
You know what?
I can't take him nowhere.
Nowhere. The dazzle thongs. You know what? See?
So
Yeah.
you, let's go ahead and make this range dressing for the people because
Oh.
we were talking about making dresses on one of the other shows, and
Mm-hmm.
it is so smart. And when you put that up, they're like, "What ranch dressing?"
Yes.
So I was like, I got to see that, and you gracing me with it, so I appreciate it. Anything else you decide to do is fine. I'm ready. Where we going? We going to the kitchen, or we gonna stay right
Yeah.
here?
So if we can do this, if you can please put us in the green room, and then once you
Okay.
see me in the
Oh, you want
kitchen.
me to tell a story while you
Actually, part of our show is that Corey is a storyteller. So actually, by the
Correct.
time Corey finishes, if it's okay, sometimes
Yeah.
Corey on our channel, he does a 5 minute story time because that's what we do professionally, right? And so
we gotta do a lot of it professionally over the coming weeks.
yeah,
Well,
we've been
are you gonna do it with them? Because we
so
need you.
I know, right? I am the wing person. Okay, look,
Yeah.
we can do a story and then after the story, put us in the green room. And then after that, I'll be in the kitchen making this ranch from tofu because I know Micro Farmer was burning pots when he was up here, Corey. I ain't gonna burn no pots like him. Mine is a cold brew, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do good. Okay, Corey, you ready?
All right,
I
here we
don't
go.
think Michael from a bird no pie.
He was cooking. I saw his episode.
Oh,
You
you
know,
were cooking. I thought you were saying burn. Now,
So
I
I
know
thought
yeah.
they
you.
set the pots on fire. That's what I thought you meant to
Oh
do.
no, no. You know how they say they was burning them pots. That's a saying. That's an old.
Oh, you were brown skinned over there. You were brown skinned. But I
Right.
can hear you well. It's a beautiful background too. But we'll. Do we want to talk about that? What's that I see over there? That plaque.
You know, we're storytellers, and that's one of our publications. So that's one of our DVDs. Safari
CDs.
CDs. I'm sorry, CDs. So
Mhm.
Safari is one of them.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
yes, and so when we have four different publications. So when you look us up as Atumpan, you will find us all over the internet, everywhere. And Atumpan, you'll see it in all the links. ATUMPAN, Atumpan Edutainment. You have to look up Atumpan Edutainment, EDU, like education and entertainment, because we educate adults, we educate teachers, we educate other educators, and then also festivals, museums, libraries, young people as well. So
We used to say that we've done weddings, we've done birthday parties, bridal showers, retirement parties, we've done festivals, staff trainings, we've done everything except the funeral, but we can't say that anymore. We actually did.
unfortunately,
Well, I say unfortunately, but it was an honor and a privilege that they thought
mm,
that of our talent level high enough. And this person was a professional football player who hired us to have us come to do a presentation at a relative's funeral
and
because
you know,
he was that into the culture that we presented. And it's something that we do on a regular basis. Like this month alone, it's like we've been hopping and running. Last week, were doing a presentation, a workshop presentation
at
for
a arts and cultural
at the Arts
center.
and Cultural Center. And then the mayor of one of the local cities he actually hired us to do a VIP to perform for the VIP lunch cruise for the opening of the Umoja Festival.
You know about the Emoji Festival. We're supposed to be telling the story, but Lydia, you know about
Now I need to hear all of this. What kind of festival?
Umoja in
Unity
Portsmouth.
Festival in Portsmouth.
You know, Umoja Festival in Portsmouth is old. That's been happening for a long time. And they used to do it in September. Once Afram left, they do it now in
Memorial Day
Memorial Day
weekend.
weekend.
So we
So we've been
opened up
opening for a
a
long
long
time,
time, but
but
this is their
they're
inaugural
finally back
VIP lunch cruise. So we'll be up there with all the dignitaries, presenting, and
that Friday
that
morning,
Friday morning, and we do the opening ceremony. I got to pour a
that Friday
libation that
night.
Friday night. We're going to be at the festival park for 2 days, and that's following the week before that on the 21st. We're going to be doing some things at the World Art Celebration because they hired us for that as well.
Again, because they're back.
Right. The 14th of May, we're going to be on the Eastern Shore in Maryland performing at the university. And then that just keeps rolling right into June. We'll be in Atlanta in June. And then we'll be in Williamsburg at Jamestown in June 18th for the Juneteenth Festival. And then we have a personal development workshop that I'm leading on July 9th. And it just
June 25th, we're in New Bern.
Yeah, oh, that's right. June
Tryon
25th,
Palace.
Tryon Palace, New Bern, North Carolina. So then July 9th, I got the personal development workshop that we're working on.
Did you say we're in Atlanta the first week of June?
The first week of June, we're in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
So we are on a roll in addition to, like I said, managing these.
And we're still doing our broadcast Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Countdown to the weekend. Countdown to the weekend.
Yeah.
Countdown to the weekend.
Oh, no, let me do it. I did do right. We're here for you every hump day. Bang, bang, bang to Friday.
Can't take him nowhere.
I'm so glad y'all can't see me because I just, oh my God, trying to hold it in. Do the hands one more time for me.
No, the hands. We're doing a quick story.
Bang, bang, bang.
See? Thanks a lot, Lydia.
You're so welcome.
So we're going to do a quick story, and then I'll go into the kitchen to make this ranch dressing from tofu. Y'all aren't going to believe this, and it's delicious too. I've taste tested pretty much all of my recipes on people that love meat, eggs, and milk products like cheese, butter, yogurt, and stuff, and they all say, "Oh yeah, this is like X, Y, or Z." Just before we came on to here, typically our daughters are we're taking them to ballet and modern on Monday nights. And so my sister came to pick them up. She tasted the meat that I just made today. And I made that meat out of vegetables and okra, onions, and stuff like that. And she was like, wait a minute, give me another piece of that. So the food I'm making is approved. But before I go to the ranch, what story are we going to tell, Corey?
We're going to tell a story of how people like Lydia and a lot of the other content creators, including ourselves, have come to have stories and songs in this world. And it's all thanks to Anansi the Spider. This story was told to a storyteller who told it to another storyteller who told it to another storyteller who told it to that storyteller who told it to me. And now I tell it to you. Long ago in the land of the Akan in Ghana, West Africa, there once was a beautiful queen who loved to give gifts to her people each year at the time of the harvest. One year, the harvest was so great that she made an announcement and said she would give a special gift to everyone for having such a successful harvest. The queen called Anansi the Spider to deliver to deliver the stories and songs to the people in their dreams while they slept at night. The queen whispered all the stories and songs she had ever heard into a tiny sack and gave it to Anansi and told him to deliver it to the people while they slept. But Anansi was a very clever and greedy spider, and he knew that such a valuable gift coming from the queen surely would make him the richest in the land. So he lied to the queen and told her that someone had robbed him of the stories and songs while he walked home along the path at night. But what really happened is that Anansi took his spider family into the forest, where they found the tallest tree they could find. And they planned to hide the stories and songs at the top until the queen forgot them and spiders would have them forever. Now, instead of tying the bag around his back and using all 8 of his spider legs to climb, Anansi didn't want to drop one song or story. So he clutched the bag tight in front of him with 4 legs and only used 4 legs to climb the tree. As he climbed the tree, he sang, whoop, whoop. No, he didn't. He sang, oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yo,
oh yeah, oh yo,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yo,
oh yeah, oh yo.
Anansi's children cried out from the ground, put the bag on your back, father.
Put the bag on your back, father.
Put the bag on your back before you fall.
Put the bag on your back before you fall.
But Anansi kept climbing and singing, oh yeah,
oh yeah,
oh yeah,
oh yeah,
oh yeah. Yeah.
I can't get that deep.
You can try
it. Yeah.
That's okay. Whoa, yeah. Plant power. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But in mid-song, a strong wind began to blow that caused the trees to sway back and forth. Anansi would not let go of the bag of stories and songs to save himself, so he fell from the tree and bust. He hit the ground. But he landed on top of the sack of stories and songs, which saved him. But the songs burst out of the bag, and the stories burst out of the bag and scattered around the world with the breeze, landing in the hearts and the minds of storytellers who would tell stories to other storytellers, who would tell stories to other storytellers, who would tell the stories to other storytellers, who would tell it to me. And now I have told it to you. And now it is your turn to go tell it to someone else. Because to quote the great Dylan Pritchett, one of my great mentors as a storyteller, who's going to tell it if a teller don't tell it? Because if a teller don't tell it, then it might not get told. And that was the end of that.
Thank you.
I had to put myself on mute. Do you hear me? I was wishing I was like in a different format. I wish I don't know how to do it. The one when it's big and then you little down the bottom. I wanted to get that so people could see me. Because I was in here. I don't know about that long note, Corey. Woo!
Corey has the lungs, let me tell you.
Good. Yeah, I was with you. Like, I've been wiped my forehead, like, done. I'm old. I'm old. Corey, that was a beautiful story. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to share it.
No, thank you for sharing it. That give me a one up.
Yes.
You helping me out. Thank you. I love it. I'll get to listen to it till I'm old and gray, and my kids will get to see it.
Oh,
my family members will get to see it. And hopefully they go ahead and click one of them things and come over there and get more of it, you know? Sure.
Yeah.
So
that's it. We do have some of the stories on our YouTube channel already recorded. And of course, there's a different experience depending on how we present it. Again, Corey writes scripts. So if we're doing a stage play, it will look different than it will if the two of us are presenting it to an audience of people at a festival or an audience of people at an assembly.
Or if we record it on an audiobook, because then we get to, you know, I get to sit there with the sound engineer and add sound effects and different types of music. I have a friend that's a composer that helps to compose the music.
We have lots of friends that are producers, composers, musicians.
Yeah.
For that reason, we've made those friendships over the years and we've kept them, you know.
Yeah, like David Hunty Boy.
Yeah, that's somebody that we met right here on YouTube 2 years ago. And
he's actually composing music for this project we're working on now.
Yes, the contract we were speaking of. Yep.
Tori.
Yeah.
Person working on the same contract as a graphic designer, web designer.
Yeah.
XDMC.
Tori does an awesome job. Y'all know I'm a fan of games. And
it's good. It's so good.
How you do that? I pay for Canva. I can't do that.
She said he's the stuff he does with Canva. Because she's like, I pay for it. Wait a minute. How does his look like that and mine look like this? I say the same thing.
What's so cool about it is that, you know, we
sweet spot to my encore. We're gonna give y'all another story later on.
We had Tori come onto our show after, you know, finding out that he did a lot with brain development and brain, as he calls it, fitness. And we said, oh, you got to come on the show, especially after seeing how he used Canva to create games. And then what that did was that inspired him to go ahead and say, well, let me get my Canva creator certification and becoming a Canva affiliate. And he's doing it now. And like I said, and then, you know, our community.
Yeah, he does have a gift. And, you know, with that, that's another thing with our particular channel. we've grown other people and developed other people
And they've
in
done the
real
same for
life.
us.
And it's been reciprocal in real life over the years, because we've had our organization for since 1998. I lose count, but since Corey founded that, our storytelling ensemble in 1998, and we've been
That's
growing people.
32 years.
See,
32 years.
20. Wait, no, 22, 22. Because
Oh
we
no, I'm dyslexic. I'm thinking 89.
look, I'm just making sure I'm not that old, but
Oh, I'm thinking 89. Hold on.
She's older than me though.
you know what? I think it's time for us to switch to the kitchen.
She's a cougar.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the audience a bit while you do that for me.
Okay.
Hold on. So guys, I'm having an amazing time getting math wrong and everything. Don't flip numbers back, forth. Yeah, I know how I do. So if you've been enjoying yourself, put a number one. Go ahead, let's go and throw some ones in the chat. Welcome Lion Crest. Welcome Miss Cassandra. Welcome. Who else I cannot see? I can't see nobody right now unless I roll something, and I ain't rolling nothing. I don't know if I'm still sounding muffled, but I'm going to work on it a little bit more to try to do better. I may go back to the old camera and see what the old camera be, where we need to be at. And it looks like LaQuita, she's ready. Quita is ready. She don't step away. But just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. I think you can hear me. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add. Seem like you're ready. All right. So let's see. I can do. I could have been right on the side just like this.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Can you see the okay, let me make sure y'all can see the food. Okay, here we go. Because I got a rickety system set up here. Hello, everyone. I am going to make ranch dressing out of this tofu, okay? So this tofu, you need the silken one, and you also need some lemon juice. I use lime juice. So I have some limes here. And you only need like a tablespoon or two. Then let's see, what else do you need? Oh, vinegar, a tablespoon of vinegar. This is just an organic vinegar. I didn't make my own. You know, a lot of people are making their own. Um, you also need, let's see, oh, some seasonings. Now, I tend to cheat, okay? So I have some chives. I do have chives that uh, are growing right here. Bought them from one of my organic growers, and then I chop them up and I just grow them. And then once they run out, I go buy some more. But I get a couple of uses out of them. So I'm going to show you what this tofu looks like. Because don't be scared, y'all. This is the seasoning I use to cheat. This particular seasoning, the Body Zone Complete, it gives you a really good ranch flavor. And I think, you know what? I didn't get the adobo out. I also use a little bit of adobo as well. So
You got that. And how do you pronounce the name of that? Because I call it Banda.
the one that I just had,
Yes.
I call it Badia because I'm not sure. It's a
Yada
Spanish
yada 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 yada.
right? Right. It's a Spanish seasoning. And you know what? If you don't make your own ranch or you don't make your own mayonnaise, you can always use this Follow Your Heart. This is the empty jar that I'm going to use to put this in. If I'm making mayonnaise, I'll put that there. And today I'm also using this log cabin bottle for, I'm going to recycle this for my ranch. That way they can pour it out of there. Okay.
That's smart. That is smart. That's
So you try to repurpose, reuse. So the silken tofu, just so that you know, it is watery, it is soft and liquid. Lord, it's about to spill out the bowl. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm just
yes
gonna put
we can. Yes we can.
it into the food processor, okay? Let me bring it over here off the stove. So I'm gonna put it in to the food processor, and hopefully y'all can see. Oh, y'all can see what I'm doing, right? Okay,
So
perfect.
it's funny because when I'm looking at you down in the basement, you are clear, but right at the top where I got it mainly focused, it's giving me a little pixel, but it could be me.
Okay,
So if
so
you focus, Like when you bring each item to the camera, it comes across real bright and clear. You can see all the lettering and everything. But now that, once you focus on the table is a little blurred out. But can I see it? Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Let
So
me, let me see this. No, that ain't do it. You can just tell the quality change. That's all. Let's see.
what about the chat? Are they saying I'm grainy as well? Because I might just need to, this is my phone.
G Mama said it. It is it's pixel.
Okay. Maybe I need to clean the lens.
Okay. I'm gonna put you in the basement and let you clean that up
Okay.
as well. That's- All right. So she's gonna clean that up and see what we can do because when we checked it out earlier, like I said, when I look at her down below, it is look very clear. But when you put her up the top, hey Sapphire, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome, Indiana. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, somebody said very blurry. She's a little frozen down there now. I don't know if you can hear me, Quita. You're frozen at the bottom. You might have moved it around a little bit. But your show has been amazing. There you go. She dancing around for me now. Let's see. Whoa. She doing the Martin roll, y'all. If anybody ever watched it, you can tell we from the 757, but we love Martin.
Right. Get it rolling there.
Yeah,
So
that's that Big Mama role he used to do. He used to do that role on that one, and he used to do it when he dressed up as a police officer.
yes, yes, yes. What about now? How is the quality? I tried to change some things up a little bit.
It's the same, but it worked for me. The same NBC, ABC.
I'm sorry. I think it might be the internet connection in
No,
here.
when you get closer, like say when you put an item right there, it's
Mhm.
perfectly clear. It's like it's like it
This
tries to
is
focus.
clear.
So like when you do that, I
Hmm.
don't stop it messing with me.
So this is clear right now.
You froze right now.
Oh, can you put me in the basement? I'm gonna try one more thing.
No problem.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try one more thing because we want to get this recipe too. Because if you can have a healthier choice of ranch and it'd be good. And do y'all ever buy the ranch that's off brand? Y'all like that? Because it ain't good to me. It's it's always a miss. I see you, Quita. You look frozen. You doing a little. Okay, you moving good. You moving good. Oh, she be fixing stuff quick too, man. She'll be playing. Wow. Wow.
Okay. So what do
Wow.
you think?
That's like a whole nother camera you put up there now.
All right. So let me tell you what I did because this might help someone else. I turned off the Wi-Fi and I'm just using the phone's Wi-Fi because when you have the Wi-Fi on and you're far away from a signal, it'll keep trying to interfere. So the phone pulls from, hey, where's the signal? Where's the signal? And it'll create that grainy experience. My apologies.
Well, thank you for being so professional. It looked great. I feel like you just used a whole nother phone or camera. It
Yeah,
looked
yeah. So,
it
so
looked
this great. This will take us about 5 minutes. I'm just going to show you really quickly what I used again. So far, the silken tofu, the organic silken, well, I use organic most things just because of my research on food and now all of that. Um, if I go out of the country, it might be a different story because a lot of their food is already organic. It doesn't have the pesticides and whatnot. So I'm going to add to that about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, I've already squeezed this lime. I typically use lime juice, depending on who you're following. Some people say lime is better than lemons. I do use both, but I prefer limes. So I have 2 tablespoons of lime here. I'm just going to pour that in. Also, a tablespoon of vinegar. So I'm going to pour this tablespoon of vinegar in. I've already kind of pre-poured it, pre-measured, because I'm notorious for not measuring and just pouring things in. I think most people know that about me. Um,
we
then,
cook
oh,
by eye. We cook by eye.
say that again.
We cook by eye.
Yes, absolutely. So we've got the chives. We're going to toss those in. And these are those organic chives that I bought from a local CSA farmer from where Corey's family is from. down in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. So all of those things are there. Then I'm going to add my seasoning. I was supposed to open this before I got on the show, y'all. So I'm just going to show you the seasoning again. And I'm just going to open this. This is how I open this, because that white part, they don't have the lip on the edge. So I take my little prong, I stick a few holes in the side, and then I can boom, pull it off. So now that I can pull that off, this is where the measurements are going to get tricky, okay? Because now that I'm peeling this off, I'm supposed to put in like a teaspoon or so. It's going to be a little bit more, y'all, because I just put it in to taste, okay? So I'm going to put in about a teaspoon and a half of this
And
seasoning.
that's just seasoned, no salt.
Oh, this does have salt in it, yes. This one does have salt. And then the other one that I use also has the adobo. This one has more of a garlic flavor. And so you're supposed to use garlic powder or something. I'm just going to put some of this in there as well. Maybe a teaspoon of that. And y'all don't judge me. That's about a teaspoon. Okay.
I don't know if you ever see Mr. P from Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden, and every time he'll be doing something, he'll say like a teaspoon, but he'll be using a lot. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, he'll be using a lot. Like, hey, I told you what to use, but this is what I'm using.
We are from the same school, let me tell you. So so I'm just going to blend this. I'm going to mute myself. I don't know how loud
I
it'll
got
be.
it. I got your back. Oh, you can go ahead and start. Let me get a little sound. So while she blended that, y'all, and that's actually an immersion blender on the top of. I've never seen this gadget before, actually. All right, look like she got it to where she liked it.
Hmm. And I'm going to show you all what it looks like, the consistency. And y'all are going to be like, this ain't real, but it's real. It's real good.
Wow,
So, and it tastes like ranch. It looks like ranch. I'm going to taste it, because if it doesn't taste like ranch, then I
you're gonna
will.
have to doctor it up a little more.
Exactly. And that's all I do is just,
Oh, let me get my celery right now.
girl.
What you
Mm.
want?
So I think I want a little bit more of this one. The
Okay.
body has an herbal flavor to it.
Uh-huh. The complete season. My sister uses that.
Yeah, this is a favorite of mine.
I don't know why you got that little tin bottle.
You know what? Corey bought this. Corey went to the store. I told him to get this one. We have a grocery store near us that we can walk to at Harris Teeter. So he went to the store earlier, and that's what I told him. I said, Corey, you only got one? Because I usually get the big one. Walmart has the huge one. And you know, they sell this size at the Dollar Tree. This is at the Dollar Tree for $1, but Harris
Is
Teeter,
it?
yes, ma'am, this size right here.
I did not know that.
Hmm.
I did not
But
know they carry that product in the Dollar Tree. You got me ready to go looking there.
yeah. So we paid about $3 for it, probably because it was Harris Teeter, you know, which is like Kroger.
Do Virginia still just have one Harris Teeter? Harris Teeter.
I don't know if this is too loud, but I will say this. People always ask, why don't you just use ranch? Why wouldn't you just use buttermilk? Well, from our, mm, oh yeah.
You don't put
That,
sugar in it?
no, you know what? That's one reason why I use this. This has some sugar in it, a little bit of sweet already. So I don't need to use the onion powder.
I don't use that. I've only used it at my sister's house, and I've never had it at my home. But I'm gonna get me some now.
Well, now that you know it's at the Dollar Tree, I think that's a great way to try it, because then you know that it's definitely a good way to go. Like it's a low, low entry to get in there. But like I said, this here, we found that, say that again.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So I would take a funnel and pour it into here in real life, because woo, this don't look like it's safe.
It ain't safe.
This ain't
Abandon,
safe.
abandon the situation. Abandon.
Right.
Come
Ooh,
back to that. Come back to that later.
we're gonna come back to that later because right now it's just dripping on the sides. But I reuse this bottle. I fill this bottle up. We have ranch to put on our for the kids to take to school to dip things in, or to put on salads.
All
To what else? What else would you whatever you would use ranch for? You know, nowadays
right.
everybody.
Well, pizza, people put ranch on celery. People put ranch
we
on their sandwiches. So
we
you
do.
can use it as a regular white dressing. It seems like would be good, just as good as that mayonnaise. That
Yeah.
old, well, I don't know how to pronounce that word. That Olay, that
You know
vegan,
what? So
the
we
old.
do. Yeah, I was just gonna say we do still eat pizzas because they have so many non-dairy cheeses. And so the pizzas, people do eat ranch on their pizzas. And we also do still eat a lot of cauliflower. People call them cauliflower wings, like buffalo wings. And
Oh
this
wow!
is dip. This is good to dip as well. So that is it. If you want to put me in the basement, I will go back to the studio.
All right, no problem. Corey, wake up! I went over there and teased Corey. Corey, wake up! Corey just over there chilling, chilling. So that's how you make ranch. I'm gonna try it out. We have a lot of vegetables that we're growing this year. This is the perfect time to try to stay as healthy as you can and the amount of time that you can. Now, it's something that we should do all the time. And most of the time it takes New Year's Eve for me, New Year's resolutions to say, oh, I'm not going to eat this way again. But we need to do it the moment that we realize that things are need to get better and our health needs to get better. And that's me. I don't know if y'all ever see this, and I don't never say nothing, but this, oh, this eye. I be feel like this eye. One of these eyes be jumping, but it only do it when I'm having this show. I don't know if it's the light or what, but one of these eyes be having like a little twitch. And because I ain't used to looking at myself in no mirror, I don't be staring in the mirror that long. Just be out. I won't up like this. I will not find eyes for hours. That's it. That's all I do. Alright, so they say, here we go. There go my girl right there. Let we go. Let me see. Corey, you woke. Did
Yeah,
you
been awake.
you asleep?
But I'm gonna tell everybody one thing. You talking about how the different things with the ranch dressing. It's good on salad. It's good on pizza. It's good on wings and stuff like that. But it's also good when you drizzle it on LaQuita.
You know what? This a daytime show.
So it's nighttime.
Hey, I know he thought of that when I said something about that sugar. I know he thought of that when I said something about that sugar. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all watch some of the same old shows. I'm talking about old shows. And that girl was doing that. And oh my goodness, that was hilarious. Somebody go put it in the chat. I know Sweet Pea though. Sweet Pea be doing everything. But
Oh my goodness. Corey
um,
is tasting the ranch. Stop. Don't eat it with your finger. I
Why?
gave him a piece of the meat. Remember, I was telling you I made this meat earlier out of the vegetables, out of the okra and everything. So Corey
Can I
is
drink it?
no here.
Oh, I didn't know
Corey
you
is
had one.
dipping this into the ranch. And
it's like a taste. Give you kind of like a roast beef all Jew type sandwich from Arby's or something.
will the meat taste like roast beef to you?
Yeah, then with the
you do a great job in creating that meat. I've seen the chicken. I've seen it. I've seen you do it. I've seen you do a lot of different things over there. And I be like looking my mouth dropping. But I don't know how. Like, see how he don't kick, he don't fight, he don't complain. He does what's best for him. And I don't know if he does it because he knows he's already talked to the doctor and they said this is what it is. Or would he been, it's interact because you want to live for your family. Health, wealth, and what's the other one?
business.
Business. Yes.
Business. So you want to have a healthy lifestyle so you can stay here to enjoy the health, the things. So that's what needs to motivate each and every one of us. It's either because some people used to do. I mean, I know I used to say I want to live better because I want to do better for my kids, and that's true. But what about for me personally? You have to
Right.
love yourself first. And my husband will not try no vegan stuff, no fake cheese, no fake. He say, "What's the point of being vegan if you gonna make everything taste like something tastes like meat?" That's
That's, you
his
know
thing.
what? That's what I was going to explain in the
Mhm.
kitchen. Yes, I'll give you another piece. So you know why? The reason why,
Please,
let me
please,
explain it
let me
too.
hold my own plate, please, ma'am. Let me hold my own plate. Of course, I need to keep going. I need to stay.
Right. He was like, hey, can I get some more of that? So this is what I was going to say about why we would make ranch from tofu, or why would make ranch from cashews, right? Because there's also um, what do you call Alfredo sauce that you can make from cashews, or you can make the ranch from cashews. And when you
Ordained.
start looking up these recipes, you realize that the nutrients, say for example, this meat, right, that I made, it has okra in it and it has onions in it. And so all of those whole foods, they have loads of antioxidants. Meat does not have any antioxidants. So everybody's like, oh my goodness, I don't want to get cancer. Well, we've just from the regular medical science that's out today, when you Google the health benefits of okra, when you Google the health benefits of onions, they all say they have fiber, they have antioxidants, and fiber has been shown to reduce the symptoms of menopause. So has tofu. So has antioxidants. They've been shown to reduce the risk of cancer. And this is not medical advice. This is just medical science from Dr. Neil Barnard, Dr. Michael Kreger, Dr. Esselstyn, Doctors Milton Mills. There's a whole slew of them.
You also
Dr.
find,
Sabi, for those of you that are like, wait, what about who else? But go ahead, Corey. Dr. Layla Africa. Go ahead.
and then it's like I said, it's just a matter of just overall when you eat more fruits and vegetables, you don't have nearly the things going on that you think are normal. You start finding out, man, that's really abnormal for me to have to run to the bathroom every time I eat this particular, a fast food burger, or it's not normal for me to have to, run to the bathroom every time I, eat some ice cream or whatever. You start figuring that stuff out. The normal is, just feeling good and feeling energetic, and like you said, and having, just having a regular life without having all that inflammation and all the other irritable bowel syndromes, all those things going on,
Yeah.
just by simply adjusting to the, being plant powered and all the things, the benefits that come along with it.
Hmm.
That's a beautiful thing,
So
and
that's,
I'm
yeah.
glad
Though,
you see that.
And I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm an angel either. I went kicking and screaming, and
Oh,
there's still sometimes, where I'm not, eating meat, but I'm still doing things I shouldn't be doing. Like I said, eating candy and drinking sodas and things like that. Those are some bad habits that I gotta break. I'm a potato chip fiend and French fry fiend. And well, potato chips are vegan and so are Oreos. But just being honest with myself, I can't overconsume those things because
right.
it's still not it's still junk food, So
yeah.
Well, you're helping me just being aware, and I'm aware of what I need to do and what I don't do. And food is addictive. That's not even point blank. Period. Even if I had that food and it was good, it'd be addictive to me. I'm actually gonna take the vegetables this spring and create something. I'm gonna do it real soon, and I wanna, you know, now I saw you smoke the chicken, but do you smoke the roast beef?
No, no, no. I cook all of this pretty much the same way.
No, I did. It's just one content. One day you had a little video, and
Hmm.
that
So,
both got smoked.
well, I have a playlist on our channel for, the plant-based treats. And so, this, in there it does show. Now, my brother, he currently smokes brisket and everything like that. So he has smoked some of these meats after I've made them. But for the most part, they all of the batches, I make them pretty similarly, and they happen in about 2 hours. And I have enough to fill the freezer to last a month or two, So yeah.
So when you say you have enough meat to last a month or two, and then we're gonna run the clip. What does that bill look like? What does that shopping list look like? Like how much does that cost to? I mean, because I go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And a month worth of groceries cost me $4.50.
Mm-hmm.
If
It will.
you and then we're talking about trying to introduce meat into the process. Now we're not trying to say go vegan or nothing, but I'm just thinking about this on a vegetarian or vegan level, and you creating enough meat to not go without. So you're creating your lunch meat, you're creating your meatballs, you're creating your ground meat for your spaghetti. I've seen the meals you make now; they do look good. How much do it cost you to get a batch of meat set up in your freezer?
Okay. So I would say about $25 if you look at the vital wheat gluten is the main ingredient that
Okay.
gives it the chew. And I order that, I think that's about $15. And then, oh, maybe $30, I guess, because then I might spend, well, yeah, about 25 to 30. Because then if I get a bag of onions, some okra, cauliflower, just depending on which vegetables I'm using, that's pretty much all of your ingredients.
So
Yeah.
your vegetables cost what?
So
Thirty
it depends on what you
thirty
buy.
dollars worth of veggies?
15, you can buy $10 worth of vegetables, and that you don't even use the whole bag of vital wheat gluten, which is about $15 on Amazon. And that's it. Like literally that's it. When you look at the recipe on the playlist, it's like, oh, okay, I can see how that would work then, because depending on, you know, uh which vegetables you're using. Like I said, for this particular meat, I find that okra gives it because okra has that slime, it gives the meat a softer texture, but still it has enough bite. So, like my sister, when she came to pick up my daughters to take them to dance before we came onto your broadcast, she was tearing it up. She was like, "Oh, this chews like meat." She said, "I like the texture." And I said, "That's the okra." Another thing that gives it that texture is eggplant, because both of those foods have that soft slimy texture when they're cooked. They have that smoothness to them. But yeah, only about $15 worth of vegetables. And I have different recipes on the playlist so that sometimes I'll use sweet potatoes, collard greens, rutabagas, parsnips, summer squash, butternut squash, spaghetti squash, any vegetable. I've experimented with it. As long as I have that okra or that eggplant to give it that good chew, yeah, you spend about 10, $15 and that's it. And then, like you said, it's enough to create meatballs, ground meat, deli meat. Um, I can slice it so that it can, if you just want to have a piece of quote unquote meat on the side, sandwiches, like a cut it thicker for a burger. But yeah, yeah, that's about
I'm
it.
excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So you guys, this is Blind Guy and his wife. That's Corey and LaQuita. They are from the 757. They started eating healthier lifestyle to save their lives and their children's lives. Started with Corey. Corey is the real troublemaker behind the whole operation, but we're gonna go ahead and let that slide. But anyway, if you have never been over there, please head over there and check out some of the content, some of the guests, some of the information that if you know how you um I want to talk about myself right quick. Sorry. Sorry. When you just don't know something, it's okay to not just know. You may have never knew. And I want to talk about one thing I did not know once upon a time. I had a car that was stolen. I reported it stolen. I told the insurance it was stolen, but I never got any money or any benefit from it being stolen. And I didn't know I was supposed to. And that was because I just didn't know. So it's things out there that we just didn't know. And I was younger. I was younger. I lost a whole car and had insurance. Didn't get nothing from it. I thought about reaching out, but by the time I learned that, it was like 15, 20 years later. Like, why I ain't never get no money for my stolen car that time? So and just the people you guys bring on there, it just gives us information that is good for us, and it's great information, whether it's finance, whether it's growing your channel, whether it's editing and marketing, whether it's the food, healthy. I love the way y'all be Africa all the time. We going to Africa. We going to Africa. Well, just check it out. Just check it out. Just check out the content. I promise you, you will not regret it. I have not regretted it, not one bit. And this is what you get when you go over there.
Since you can't see, and Corey, you can go ahead and get today's conversation started.
Like we said, we're going to be going to Ghana, and we're getting excited. We're getting passports together. We got luggage that we're ordering. We're excited about going. I know I'm excited about going to. She's like she's about to go to sleep, but that's what excites me. We're gonna keep going, right?
Level up, level up, level up.
It's educational. It's historical. It celebrates the excellence of African culture. So go ahead and like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe.
Black or white, I could be every color you like. I could be red, or I could be yellow. I could be blue, or I could.
And these are golden brown. So I'm going to dip them into the plant-based butter.
It's Friday. It's finally Friday.
Guys,
It's time.
we got you here Wednesday, Thursday,
Yeah,
Friday.
successful countdown from Hump Day.
Just released. Oh yeah, the Three Little Pigs Remix digital download. Get it exclusively here. Throw your hands in the air and wave like you just don't care. And if you're ready for us to hammer it up, let me hear you say, oh yeah.
And then I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm going to stir it like coffee. Clank, clank, clickety, clank, 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 clickety, clank.
The most historic forms of transportation there ever was. It's called a good old bicycle. I'm about to take you for a ride, but I can't go anywhere without my GPS. Ready to go?
No!
Yes, you are.
6. And as he began to build his new home, he missed his mother and felt a little blue. So he sang, my mama threw me out, that left me in a fix,
Getting this game together over here. I'm like, oh, You guys tell, Corey, you tell great stories. You tell very good stories. And this is time y'all can go in the chat. Do anybody have any questions for Corey or LaQuita? Motor City, welcome.
Any questions? We will entertain them. I'm sorry. You know what? I should have said this in the beginning. I talk a lot. I talk a long time. I know your show is typically an hour and a half. Corey, I can see you.
This show is a little different. This season is a little different. I normally like to do an hour, but because of creating and entertainment added to it, it has to go over. It just has to.
Mm.
So go ahead, back. Any questions? Laugh my butt off in there. Let me see. We keep all the people, but we start to finish up. And now, let's see. I'm gonna keep this card.
Thank you also for that video. That's amazing, Lydia. You did.
That was cool. That's one of the best trailers we ever had.
Yeah.
Hey, it starts off 27 minutes long. I can tell you that. It starts off so daggone long, and then I'm like, girl, you know you gotta do better. But I kind of I be watching it too. I be watching, catching
I
up.
know. You know what?
So,
we
yeah,
all learn, right? Because when we're at dance with our kids, I'm watching you. And so, you know, we can't always chat, but we all are watching. So yes, the sweet spot is asking which recipe is our favorite, both of us.
Sweet potato biscuits, sweet potato drop biscuits.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See,
I eat those every day.
And
drop biscuits.
Sweet potato drop biscuits. So I'll put in sweet potatoes where I'll cook them and, you know, put them in there because sweet potatoes are so high in vitamin C and a couple of other things, vitamin A, potassium.
They're one of the highest forms of potassium you can get. People think it's bananas, but sweet potatoes are higher up the chain on that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good for your blood pressure.
Yes. And so for me, because oatmeal is my favorite food, then anything with oats, I actually like overnight oats. I like oatmeal. Well, if I make them oatmeal cookies. So when we were eating butter and everything, we do eat non-dairy butter now. But I would go to Chick-fil-A. They had the best cookies because their chocolate chip cookies have the oats and they have nuts and they have chocolate chips. So I really just love to eat. I've always loved to eat. And we just stopped eating pork and bacon in 2020. So we know what those things are like. And to your husband's point, Lydia, we wanted to keep the familiar things because our children were excited for they were not excited for the change, right? Even though they were home and the food tasted great, they were like, okay, well, I guess. So they wanted just familiar things like pizza, sliders, and the things that they were used to having. And so trying to find a way healthier way that could reverse chronic illnesses. And we saw the difference in our children. They had skin conditions that cleared up. Of course, Corey's blood pressure, he got off the medication in a couple of weeks. So yeah.
It allowed you to get on the floor and do the centipede.
Oh, I was doing that anyways. Look, I was already doing that.
I will never forget when y'all saw that birthday celebration. And I already knew because I experienced some floor exercises. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what happened, but my mind couldn't make me do that no more. I can't do it, but they were like, try. I'm like, I'm trying. She was like, stop thinking so much about it. Do it. You can do it. I can't do it.
Right.
Oh, all right. So, guys, this is the part of the show where we got a game. No, everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for always supporting me, and thank you for coming to support LaQuita and Corey and LaQuita because the man come first. Y'all know I've been fixing that because it's supposed to be Mr. and Mrs., but sometimes we just like throwing ourselves first. So we got a special guest. Now, this special guest I'm bringing on, you're going to recognize her, okay? It's her. All right? She's a content creator times 2. All right? So that means she got 2 channels. She's doing 2 things. And she gets you in a little trouble, but, I forgive her a lot. And it's got to be here.
Hi. Hi, Corey and LaQuita. Hi, Lydia.
Hello.
First of all, did nobody say anything? Congratulations on your 1K.
Stop. Thank y'all. Y'all know I've been getting texts, emails, everything. I have not really went into that bag yet, but thank you.
You did it. So proud of you.
They're gonna eye jumping. I told you one of y'all be jumping. This is I think when I get excited, it must do that when I get excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, LaQuita. Thank you so much, Corey. Yes, I made it over what the amount I did amount. I think it's a second milestone because I think 500 ain't nothing to shake his leg at, and I don't think 1K is nothing to shake his leg at. And I play around with everybody coming over here and the road to 1K, but I was just talking. I was just talking, just to be talking. And I've supported so many people, and I never knew what it felt like for somebody to support me. So when I start seeing that and seeing my name and tag me in there, it was really overwhelming for me. I cried. I was just saying. Well, I'm trying not to even get all emotional up here about it, but it does feel good to be loved. And it does feel good to be wanted and needed. And that's anybody, anywhere, on any level, any platform, or any home. We all need love. And I thank y'all for mine. Sure. Well, anyway, this is Tia from TT's Urban Pantry, a.k.a. Humble Steward. If a lot of people don't know, I have a channel with Tia called The Humble Stewards because we are humble and we are jumping into crafting, learning different
jumping
things. Just dove
backwards, upside down,
just shiny side down. We just making all kinds of. We're learning. We're not professional. Just like we started with gardening. Oh, I started with gardening. I ain't talking about you, Tia. I started with gardening, and I created that back there, that Bestyet. Tia helped me throughout all this stuff.
Nice.
That's where she's from. And the Kodak White, he gonna try to get away with something because he knows she's busy right now. But can you handle two people, Tia? Can you handle two people?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna try?
I'm gonna try.
Now, Corb, get your listening ears on. You may have trouble with sight, which seems a little fishy at times, but I know you got them German Shepherd ears, so get them on. All right. Now this is how we go. This is how we go. I keep missing what I missed. All right. So this is how we're gonna play this. I want each and every one, both of y'all, to have the chance to have the number one answer. So I asked the customer, ask the guest to pick a number from 1 through 10. It's like a ready, set, go type thing. All right. So the first question, pick a number from 1 through 10.
7.
3. Wait, what number you want to say? Go ahead, Corey.
8.
No, we're going with 3. Come on, we're going to say Corey. You already said it out loud. So so she said 7, you said 3. The number was 5. I'm giving it to LaQuita.
Ooh.
All right. You. So the first card here, we're just going with the top answers. That's it. We're not doing it like a full-fledged. All right. Look, broke here. This is favorite part of the game right here, y'all. All right. Give me a house chore most people try to avoid doing.
Clean the toilet.
Okay, Corey says cleaning the toilets.
Number one answer.
See, Corey, I knew he was gonna win. Oh, I mean, good answer. Good answer.
Tia, what's your answer?
Folding laundry.
That's something I would have said.
All right, that's the number 4 answer. All right, number 1 answer was worth 19 points. Toilet, doing the dishes was number 2, 18 points. Cleaning the bathroom, which I don't understand why they get a separate one. That was 16 points. Doing the laundry was 7 points. Dusting is 4. Vacuuming is 4. All right. Pick a number from 1 through 10.
8.
2.
All right. The number is 6. I'm gonna give it to Corey.
Ooh.
I went over those, so she should get it right.
Oh yeah, because he was lower.
In my game.
Oh, okay.
I know all y'all gamblers always say that if you go over, it's so and so and so and so. I give the one that's closest to it.
Okay.
I don't got laid out about that, y'all. Someone gotta just stand about in my game. All right. So Corey, here you go. Give me a phrase containing the word hot, or either one of y'all. You want just say I got it, so y'all can not talk over each other.
Some like it hot.
And I was gonna say hot damn, so I think we both would. You will go with something like it hot. Some like it hot.
Well, actually, that's up there too. That is the number 3 answer for 8 points. Well, some like it hot. Whoa. Tia, give me a phrase containing the word hot. And you can use the chat too.
Y'all help. Because I'm horrible
at cross
buns.
No, ma'am.
That's not up there.
No, she get a 0.
What?
Number 1, tamale.
I was gonna say that too. I don't know why I didn't.
Number 2, dog.
Hot dog. That makes
Number
sense.
3, some like it hot. Number 4,
Sweet Pea said tamale.
Outside. Hot outside.
Hot as hell.
Hot sauce. And that's hot. They would put that's hot and hot sauce together. I don't know why that sauce is still everywhere. You can't even get around that. That's everywhere right now.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. Pick a number from 1 through 10.
6.
5.
All right. I'm going to give it the 6. The number is 8.
Yeah, I didn't say 8 this time.
All right. I got all the cards in my hand. Where do you, Tia, you get the chance to get the number one answer. Where do you see a lot of people waiting for a ride?
Bus stop.
Number one answer. You needed that. 61 points. Woo!
I was gonna say amusement park.
Oh,
That's the
really?
number two. That's the number two answer. 10 points though.
Whoa. See, I had, y'all, this is why I got Corey. I'm just here to smile.
Okay. Just keep clapping. Do your clap again.
Right. I'm going to be the
All
cheerleader
right,
tonight.
the Tia, since you got the answer right, go and hit the dance and bus stop.
The next one, G Mama got it and say airport. The next one, Corey, I know some of your cousins might be on that street corner. Somebody said, sorry, I'm talking about somebody said, at the street corner, it was train or subway, then the last one was mall.
We
That's
don't
what spots about the club.
I remember growing up and going to Military Circle Mall on the flippers, and then had to wait at the bus stop. And the bus stop then used to be packed because you try to eat that Peter's Piper pizza and get your butt down to the pop before your mama found out you been at the mall. You better hurry up and go home.
Yeah, literally, you took it back with Peter Piper pizza. I remember that joint.
I know,
Man,
right?
that pizza used to be so good. Hot, you let it get cold, it's over.
You know it turned into a burger.
We used to have us wait about 2 hours for our pizza. We ain't complain. We were so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
All right.
literally,
What? Go ahead, Corey.
you know, down here we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. We went to Chunk E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, chunky.
Chunk E. Cheese. Chunk E. Cheese.
You go to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you going to Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese. You going to Chuck E. Cheese? No, I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese. Because you put it in one sentence. Say it so quick. All right, pick a number from 1 through 4.
4.
Let her go first.
Two.
I'm sorry, 1 through 10. Thank you.
I like what?
Pick a number from 1 through 10, Corey. Thank you. You so sweet.
2.
4.
All right, I'm gonna give it the 4. The number is 10. All right. Name a place where people are self-consider. What's that word? Oh,
Conscious.
About their look.
At the beach or swimming
Did I
pool.
say this already? That's number one answer.
Oh, the beach.
That's
Why was I
number
going to say
one
the
answer.
mirror? I would have lost.
Listen down to you. What you going in the chat? Name a place where people are self-conscious about their looks.
The gym.
Yeah, God's construction said the gym
Number
in the back.
Number 2 answer. The gym.
Thank you, God's Construction, Indiana.
So a girl went to the club. Now look. So number 1 was beach, number 2 was gym, and number 3 was the mall. We back at the mall. You ain't lying, because I used to get fly to go to that mall. And don't buy nothing. I walk it 4-5 times. It got so good I started walking the outside. All right, let's walk outside. All right, we going in again. Walk around that mall. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Pick a number from 1 through 10.
5.
Somebody said 10, and somebody said 5. I heard it. Right?
5.
All right. And you said 10, Quita.
No, Corey said 8.
Oh, 8. All right. Well, we're going to give it to 5. And the number, what number I'm on? I'm on the 5th one. The number was 5.
Oh, TT got it.
Look at this. So it could, celebrating you. Me, I be making everybody like, oh, you get it again. All right, Tia, tell me an Olympic sport which the U.S. always win a lot of medals. They always win all the medals. They're sick of them every year, every 4 years.
Swimming.
Number 1 answer.
Whoop, whoop.
I was gonna say basketball.
Is that what you want?
Yep. Is that what you want, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
All right, number 3 answer is basketball. All right, so swimming was number 1, gymnastics was number 2, basketball was number 3, track and field was number 4, skating was number 5, and figure skating was number 3. So that's skiing. I'm like, well, how they skating and figure skating? I didn't know they got roller skating. That's skiing. All right, y'all. I know to jump out on me now. Oh, fast track. Big money card right here. Big card for big things. All right. Doing it the same way. We're going to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5 more questions. Trying to be like Corey now and rip it all off at one time. Y'all lucky I can't rap. You know, service announcement over here. All right. So pick a number from number 6. Pick a number from 1 through 10.
3.
7.
The number is going to be for 3. The number was 1. All right. And just so y'all know, I just write 10 numbers down, and then I just randomly put numbers beside them, so I don't have to think of them on the phone. So, all right. So number 6, Tia, fast track, big money. These ones be worth a lot on this big card. Name something a child might do right before bed.
Try to stay awake.
That's a 0. They're going to bed around here.
I was gonna say cry.
Throw a tantrum.
Yeah, you said throw a tantrum. I was gonna say cry. I'm just thinking about all 3 kids.
I won.
All right. So y'all said cry. Now,
wait. Why God's construction and G Mama said pee in restroom?
Okay. So because both of y'all
thirsty
said cry, well, both of y'all said 0 ain't up there because you said cry and you said what?
I said tantrum.
You said to cry, tantrum, and you said what, Tia?
Thirsty.
You didn't say that.
No, the first time I said try to stay awake.
Oh yeah.
What you say? Try to stay awake. All right, because both of y'all got a 0, I give you a chance to get another another answer.
What was number 1?
You got an answer.
Brush your teeth.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a second chance.
I'm gonna say Thursday. Wait. What you going with, Tia? Because I think you get to
Let me
pick
read
first.
it again. Y'all, because y'all like y'all ain't got kids. Hold on.
My kids is grown.
Wait a minute. Let me read it again. Because Tia, you get the answer first. Okay. Name something a child might do right before bed.
Ask for something to drink.
All right. Drink water. That's the number 4 answer. And it's worth 7 points.
Okay. Corey?
Brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth is the number 3 answer. And that's only worth 16 points. So Tia, you kind of lucky that they didn't get the number 1 answer. Because the number 1 answer was
read a bedtime story.
That Miss Susie got it.
Pray.
Yep. And number 2 was Miss Susie got that one too. Use the bathroom. Okay, Miss Susie. And
we all
you said brush teeth, you said drink, and the last one was eat for 3 points. What they need to eat? Somebody said they got, but Brooke said they got a pee. I gotta go bathroom. You gotta go and come right back to bed. I'm counting. All right. Pick a number from 1 through 10.
8.
Hey, that's my number. 6.
You said 6 and you said 8. I'm gonna give it to 6 because the number is 4. All right.
Yeah,
all right. Name something a dentist does to you that would make it really difficult to make out. Huh? I'm gonna read it for myself. Name something a dentist does to you that make it really difficult to make out. To make out, they mean talk about they talk about make out with another person.
Yeah.
I don't use that word.
You got a hump day.
Anyway, braces.
I don't even use that whatever. Like make out what?
Feel Indian about numb your mouth. What's the date?
I was gonna say we
Look. I
Pull your
think
teeth. That's all I can say. But go ahead with yours.
I think we should go with the
Y'all
chat.
can't be saying a whole bunch of now. I go with T.
I
Keep
think
it up.
the first one. What you said first.
What is going? It's going to make difficult to make out.
I think it's numb your mouth. I thought it was sedate. Is sedate and numb your mouth the same thing? Numb your.
They ain't gonna make it difficult to make out. It's gonna help some things out so you can't get tired. But okay.
Anyway, let's see. I said braces. My first thought was braces, so we just gonna stick with braces. Because the dentist don't put braces on. That's why I was gonna change it.
They don't know that.
The dentist do. The orthodontist do.
Well, yeah, it's orthodont. But I'm just thinking. Anyway, we're gonna just stick with braces. We said it, so we just.
You should let Corey keep giving the answers because that was the number 4 answer and it's 6. Braces ain't never stopped. Nobody. The doctor, one day when my son used to wear braces, he used to go back, he got to get braces fixed every time. The doctor would say, man, you ain't got to kill the chicken already dead. And I used to die laughing. All right. Go ahead, Tia. What you gonna say?
Numb the mouth.
Number one.
Number 1, Corey. I told you we should have went with that.
Yeah, you should have went with that one. But that wears off though. That's why I didn't think that was out there. Okay.
It lasts a long time.
Novocaine or anesthesia. Number 2, pulling the teeth. Number 3, root canal. Number 4, braces. Number 5, drill.
The sweet spot said pull a tooth too.
I ain't got to say nothing to you. Don't talk to me. Don't do nothing. I ain't even picking up the phone. My phone on do not disturb. All right. We on number 9. No, we ain't. What we on? We on something because I'm messed up somewhere. All right. Pick a number from 1 through 10. Hurry up. I got crossed up. Wrote something.
7.
9.
All right. The number is 5. So I'm going to give it to 7. That means Tia get another chance to get the first place. The numbers she got big, y'all. All right, here we go. Y'all the center stage. I need y'all to win. All right. I don't care. I just be trying to amp it up. All right. Name something, Tia, that's good about living alone. Ooh. I got an answer for that.
Could walk around with no clothes on.
What do you say, Corey?
Yeah, she got.
Wait.
Brampton Garden said make it too.
It doesn't. So there's a lot of answers up here. I'm gonna give you a 0 for that. I don't want to cheat because nothing about clothes and walking naked is up here. That ain't up there. Walking the buff, BB, none of that. That ain't up there. All right, so that's a 0.
Corey, what would you say?
I would say you don't have to clean up behind nobody else.
Oh, cleaning?
Less to clean. Less to clean. You said nobody else, so 13 points.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 answer was freedom.
Indiana put that.
Freedom.
I haven't even thought of freedom.
I'm confused with that. Freedom. The number 2 was peace and quiet.
Dang, this is what I was gonna say.
That's true.
Number 17. Now y'all can tell me if y'all think we should give her one for naked with this one. But this, I don't think so. Privacy.
Number 17. How many is there?
Sorry, it was 17 points. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And that number 3 was privacy. Number 4 was clean, less to clean. Number 5 was control of the food. Corey. All right.
Honestly, I would say that naked and privacy are the same thing, even though that would give her more points. Just being fair, like that's.
You think so? I think
yeah.
Privacy.
Because they probably didn't want to put naked on.
Don't. She can't get because she didn't say butt naked. She said
BB. Because you can have clothes on and still have privacy.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, my daughter shut her door all the time in there. Lord knows what's going on. You got a threat to take the door off. But the last one was one of them was no sharing and controlling the remote.
Wow. See, I'm not bad at this. I've never lived alone. I had 8 brothers and sisters, and then when I got married, that's when I moved in with Corey, and then we had kids 6 years later. So that's why I didn't even try to answer that question. So let's go.
Every time I'm on vacation, I be happy that I'm alone. So. And I duck the crowd for hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be by myself.
But Lydia,
and I'm like, this is a vacation now. I don't need to be doing no talking. I talk all day. All right, number 9.
to everybody's watching though, you now know what Tia does when anybody at the house.
She nodded.
She nodded her head, Corey. Real.
You already know.
Number 9.
Okay.
Pick a number from 1 through 10.
7.
10.
All right, I'm gonna give it to 7 because the number is 6.
Oh.
All right, Corey, this your chance to get a big score. Name something people accidentally walk into. Oh Lord, Corey, I swear I just picked this car without looking. I just throw no joke. I just pre-read the cars, Corey.
No problem. We get it.
Well,
I know you're jokes. But I did.
If I gotta go from my perspective, I would say the wall or door.
Glass door. Even birds hit the glass doors.
So you gonna go with door, Queen? If you gonna take door over for?
I would definitely say door or glass door. I don't know if we have to specify, but glass door.
No, door is good. That's the number 1 answer.
Ooh.
46. All right. You walk in the dock around there sometime, Tia. I know you don't ran into some accident and stuff.
With no clothes on, I'm at home.
What'd you say, Lydia?
What you ran into?
Furniture leg.
Yeah, I was thinking that. When you hurt your toe, woo.
That corner.
Yes. Why did Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD chick, say dog poop? What
That's
kind of house?
I was gonna say it too, but she said in the house. That's what, because she was something to actually walk into. I was gonna say a dog.
You can do that in the house too. You got puppies. You can.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not going to give it to you, Tia, because leg of furniture or chair or nothing is up here.
They didn't have any furniture on there?
No, so here we go. Door, wall, pole or post, glass or window, each other, puddles, like a muddy puddle. That still ain't help y'all though. Her getting a 0.
Oh, we were trying to help you out, Tia.
All right, this right here would do it. Pick a number. We on number 10. Pick a number from 1 through 10.
4.
Corey?
5.
I'm gonna give it to 5 because the number is 10.
Ooh, okay.
All right, you need the number 1 answer. It looked like you could be kind of working it if you get it. All right, ready. Name something you might blow out.
Ooh,
a tire.
Oh, no. Can I change it?
No.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
She made me say that. I didn't
That's
want to say
number 2 answer.
I was close.
Tia, Yogo. Oh, you need me to read it again?
Candles.
Dang,
Number 1 answer.
That's what Corey was going to say. See, y'all, I told y'all I'm not good at this game. I should have just kept quiet. Nikki, the sweet spot, everybody, God's construction, they all was saying candle too, Corey. Well, Susie was with me with the tire. Wait, why Indiana Backyard Garden say a speaker? You know he got the woofers.
Let me go ahead and tell you. It was candle, car tire, smoke, balloon, and air. You blow at, I guess.
Exhale.
Inhale, exhale. Yeah, I still need it. All right. So we can go ahead and add y'all up. I'm not gonna tell y'all who I'm adding up. Just kind of like
Okay.
get out of the way.
We'll talk amongst ourselves while you add it up. Tia, so did were you learning from scratch as well on Humble Stewart's crafting channel? Oh,
yeah. Yep.
That's not a good question. What the audience really wants to know is she home by herself right now?
No.
That's why she got them clothes on. Look, we gone. Okay, we back. So, okay. She had put herself on the by herself and solo layout. So now she's in the background. She's muted.
She muted. Probably fussing at Naya.
Yep.
So what type of crafts do you do, Tia?
I crochet.
Mm-hmm.
Do the cricket. I got some cups in the back. And I think that's it. But whatever TikTok tell me to do.
Wasn't it one time they were doing the dishwashing liquid bottle covers or something like that?
No, not on their channel.
No, we were telling them because you were talking about them crocheting, and the girls asked what was crocheting, and we told them.
Oh, like my grandmother would make. Yes.
Dishwashing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So some of your favorite creations so far, like how advanced are you now?
I'm not advanced. I just started. Lydia started doing it, and I was like, "You ain't gonna do it, and I'm not gonna do it. I need something to do because 9 times out of 10 I am home alone." So I went and got my craft stuff and joined right in. I've made a couple blankets.
Wow,
that's blanket. Takes a lot.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
She's made a dress as well that came out as a shirt.
I sold the dress. I forgot I did that.
Nice. Oh, that's wonderful. I keep saying I'm going to learn how to either knit or crochet. I still don't know how to do either, but yes.
They don't take long and they're addicting. Like once you pick up the needle, you ready to go. What can I make?
Quita ain't trying to make nothing. She's trying to figure out how to get his hair done for these girls. That's what she's trying to do.
Like maybe I can crochet or knit something in their head.
Yeah, crochets.
So
if you can cornrow, you can crochet.
Right. Yep. But you know what? I had a crocheting incident where our picture for our icon, I had tried to do something I saw on YouTube or Instagram or somewhere, and that hairstyle that I had, that hair that I have, some kind of way I crocheted some, but then I forgot it was in there and I blow dried it. Man, I had to cut that thing out the front.
I just seen a video where the girl did it for dreadlocks and never took it out. And she went to go get her hair dyed, and the optician tried to figure out, well, why this hair not dyed? It wasn't real.
Wow.
It was fake. So her hair looked like a Dalmatian.
Oh my goodness. See?
Oh my goodness.
Guys, construction said jigsaw puzzles. Me and my daughter have done a lot of puzzles and like hung them on the wall.
That's cool.
Yeah, growing up, we would do those in the summer, those 500 or 1,000 piece puzzles. Yes.
What do you do? Do you do the things you roll over them so that they stay together forever?
Yep, we do the roll while we're working on them and just kind of lay it on the floor. We haven't did a puzzle since we got the dog, but we used to just kind of leave it on the floor and then we would roll it up when people come over. And then once it's done, they got puzzle glue. So you just glue it all together and you can actually hold it up, but we usually put it in a frame or glue it to a canvas.
Nice. And we do have puzzles that we actually sell at our performances. They're on our website too, of our presentation, our setup, so that people can learn about the instruments that they experience. But those are only maybe 30-piece puzzles. You know what I mean? Those are easy. I'm sorry. I know We got to do a drum roll because Lydia looks like she's ready to announce.
Don't be sorry because I was listening. I think puzzles are very fundamental for kids, and anybody who have small children should introduce them to puzzles right away.
Mm-hmm.
Right away. It was so beneficial to see who Naya was with a puzzle, even for the one they just placed in the space. So when you give a 1-year-old and they see you put it there, but then they can't put it there, and they see you do it again, and then they just cry because they want you to do it. And you like, no, you do it. And when they do it,
Yep.
she did it at like, she was probably like 18 months maybe, and she started realizing, oh, it fits
A certain way.
Yep, and then I just graduated from there.
Mm-hmm.
So I love puzzles. Yeah, let's talk about the winner. All right, y'all already know. I was giving out the points there, but Blind Guy and his wife, they were doing a hell of a comeback. So give me the drum roll so I can announce the winner, course. All right, we was doing a back and forth. We get 10 answers. I can't do it, Queen. I can't do it. I can't even say no more. I'm already stuck. Anyway, y'all lost.
All right, Tia. Tia has been winning. We done felt. I know why we lost now. Tia walks around naked. Tia has that freedom. Tia puts together puzzles. She done crochet blankets.
And she gave Bestyet Journey $50 when we came on the show.
Boom! That bribe money.
I did get $50 in the mail for Mother's Day.
Oh,
I know it was such a shock. Thank you, Tia. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and a lot of something that people may not know. Tia was my first guest on the Woop Woop show, y'all.
Hey.
When I tried to have it in the garage and I was sweating bullets and the pixel won't about nothing. And she was influencing me to buy stuff I ain't had no business buying then. And she's still doing it now.
You did that on your own.
Look, I can't even find the mouse. I'm underneath the daggone the little table like I'm at work. Looking for the keyboard. It's up here. I can't get rid of you fast enough. Oh my goodness.
Tia.
Tia did a great job. Tia did a great job. But to be go ahead and let y'all know the total. Tia had 254 and you guys had 208.
Ooh, at least we made it to 200, huh? Look, we got
to yeah. These questions were pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Now, you guys were thinking about doing a second story. Do you want to do a second story to give people a little bit more what they can get if they hang out over there on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday?
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, we are at 2 hours and 7 minutes, and I am a timely person. I don't like to hold people hostage. Growing up in a Pentecostal church, let me tell you something. We are good, right?
Head clappers and feet stompers.
Exactly. So I don't want to hold anyone longer. I do appreciate being on the show. I watch you and enjoy you, and have learned so much. You were the inspiration for us starting our game days on Fridays. So thank you so much. You were the one that said, I saw using Canva. I said, wait a minute, I can do that. So thank you for being an inspiration, Lydia. And
thank you. I'm always U2C. That Tia came up with that. U2C, YouTube do. Because that's what it's about. Don't keep that stuff to yourself. It does you no good to hoard it in there like Scrooge McDuck. No, that won't. Yeah, Scrooge McDuck. He had all that money in it. In it safe, swimming in it, won't share none of it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. And I really appreciate you both. And I'm gonna try to get back into my coffee. Because I would have had coffee tonight. I ain't like Corey. Oh, can y'all please encourage the people before y'all go? Just give them a little bit of encouragement. Wait a minute. Just give them a little bit of encouragement. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Final words, Corey.
Well, I would say anything that you think that anything that you want to try, like I said, definitely do some research, but just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Like I said, whether it's starting a business, whether it's improving your health, whether it's help finding ways to create legacy for your children, just do it. And like I said, a lot of times we tend, I know I'm one to talk, but talk yourselves out of doing something. But like I said, we stand here today because we just did it. Some things you just do it. And so yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it. One last thing I will say also is do it well, because we told you that we did a funeral for the first time a few weeks ago. We didn't publicize it or anything. We get home and it's on the news because it was covered by the news. It was a high profile person's brother. And so whatever you do, just do it and do it well, because you never know where it can lead, where it can take you. Who's watching?
Say it again.
What? That we end up on the news. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
And
well.
Do it well.
Well. Thank you both so much.
One last thing, Lydia.
Huh?
Hail to the commanders. Hail.
There we go. All right, so they gone. Ain't no hail to no commanders. Oh, no cowboy house over here. Y'all, that was so much fun. I'm headed over there to my next live, which is Lady Cheryl's house, and get me some knowledge that I can keep on growing. We're doing the best thing we can. We're doing the best we can in this thing called life. All right? Oh, no, see, I'm trying to remember my own words. We're all doing the best we can in this thing called life. I'm mixing it up. I ain't seen my cards since I started this season, and that ain't how it goes. Keep building each other up. That's how it goes. We're all doing our best in this thing called life. Holler back with the wonder crap. Remember last week I had to come back and say it. This week I just got to remember how I go. It's my own thing. Woo woo. Holler back.
Hey, young world. Hey, young world.
Whoop, whoop,